So I want to talk with you about the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit abiding with you. We find this in John 14. We've talked about John 14 before. If you watch the video of me preaching at the church, then you'll see that. Jesus says, "If you love me, keep my commands, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another paraclete." It says comforter, but the word is paraclete. That means someone who calls from alongside. Para, like parallel. Cleat comes from kaleo, which is to call. One who calls alongside. Okay? So when you get in trouble, you're going to sin, you're being tempted, he calls from alongside you saying, hey, 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 no, this way. "If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another paraclete." Another paraclete. Because Jesus was doing this on the earth. Then the Holy Spirit comes and does the same thing, forming the body of Jesus again on the earth by the Holy Spirit, so that the church, as the body of Jesus, is also a paraclete alongside individuals in the whole collection of individuals called the world. Hey, not that way, this way. "The Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it neither sees him nor knows him. But you know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you." If you're not from a Pentecostal denomination, you probably don't like this statement that Jesus makes. Or you kind of have learned to just ignore it or obliterate it. But it's a very significant statement, because this is where he's talking about the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the terrifyingly clean spirit. That's what holy literally means. And so when Jesus says he is with you and he will be in you, it's referring to Jesus' baptism as opposed to John's baptism. John's baptism, the Holy Spirit is with you. Jesus' baptism, the Holy Spirit is in you. Verse 18, "I will not leave you orphans. I will, as orphans. I will come to you." So he will send the Holy Spirit, but he will also come to you. "A little while longer, and the world will see me no more. But you will see me, because I live, you will live also. And at that day, you will know that I am in the Father, and you in me, and I in you." That's complicated math. "He who has my commandments and keeps them, it is he who loves me, and he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him." Judas, not Iscariot, not the Judas who betrayed Jesus, another Judas, said to him, "Lord, how is it that you will manifest yourself to us and not to the world?" Well, isn't that what happens when you become a Christian? That Jesus is manifested to you somehow, where you realize then who Jesus is. But the world still doesn't. The world still may intellectually know who Jesus is, but they don't have that testimony from God, where Jesus has been manifested to them. So that's very important here. Jesus answered and said to him, "If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and we will come to him and make our home with him." So we get then to verse 23, and I'm looking at the Greek because it's much more interesting in the Greek than it is in the English. In the English it says, "Jesus answered and said unto him, If a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him." It's not correct. It's not correct. Sorry, it's not correct. Those of you who love the King James, it's not correct. Okay? So, it is not man, it's anyone, if someone, if anyone. But the most important thing is it says, and we ourselves will be coming forwards to him, and we will be making a remaining place alongside him. A remaining place alongside him. A place of remaining alongside him. Wow. That's the Father and the Son. They will be making, it says we will be making a remaining place alongside him. A remaining place for the Father and the Son to remain alongside you. And he already said earlier, let me find it here. So in verse 16, where he says, and I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper, that he may abide with you forever. Okay, abide with you forever. What does that say? It says, in order that he may remain in the midst of you into the ages. In order that he may remain in the midst of you into the ages. And the you is plural, not singular. In the midst of you. So when it says with you, it doesn't mean with you individually. It means in the midst of you all. It's meta, which means in the midst of. So, now you hear clearly what's going on. You've got the Holy Spirit who will remain in the midst of us and who is with us and will be in us. You got the Son who also is with us. You got the Father and the Son. And that amazing verse where it says that they themselves will come towards him. If anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him. And we ourselves will come forwards to him, and we will make a place of staying alongside him. May the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.